Recently, I acquired the Ultimate Collector Series Jabba Sail Barge, and since it is too big to fit on my review table, I'm just gonna go through my setup instead of doing a full in-depth review on it. So that is what I'm gonna be doing today. This is supposed to be right there, but I moved it to make it easier to kind of look at. This is the $100 companion set to the sail barge, which is the Desert Skiff and Sarlacc Pit, and this is just how I have them set up to be paired with the sail barge. I have Lando Calrissian almost falling in. I probably should elevate like the skiff more, but then I'd have to elevate the barge more to kind of like look well with it, so can't exactly do that. But anyways, we have everyone just on there. Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, and he's supposed to kind of be blocking off like this turret guy right here. And also I added a clear stick with a clip that Boba Fett could just sit on, so it kind of looks like he's flying over the skiff, ready to be sent into the Sarlacc pit and dying. Now going to the beautiful model of the sail barge. It is just looks amazing. I know this isn't a review, but I still think I should praise how amazing this set actually looks. And that's what I'm going to do. The exterior is amazing. All the curves, elements, and the windows, it all just looks so good. And the stand kind of makes it look like the barge itself is floating. And I just think that this is just an amazing looking display piece. And so that you guys can see it better, I'm just going to pop off the sails. The top of the ship has some very nice tiling, grate, and wire detail going all the way up to the back deck, where I have R2-D2, a grunt, running down with the turret that blows up the sail barge, and an entry point to the bottom of the ship, another grunt, two more entry points, and another grunt manning a turret, and there's a second turret right there. And all the detail with the plates, like the tileless plates, look really good, and each of the like door things, like the openings, actually open up to access the interior, so that's just really cool. And also the top deck actually connects to these two side panels right there. Near the front of the ship, there is an opening sliding door. It's not just like that, and the control panel, the controls of the sail barge look very good. And onto like the armory and the prison cell, I put the Grimorian guard just like manning the stations. And in here is a prison cell that can actually come off, and you can see that there's a whatever that is, and just a chair for any prisoners that you want to put in the jail cell. And the back also opens with that busted pipe on it. And there is an armory. I took some of the weapons off to give to my grunts. And it does look really good when all the weapons are there, but some of them are needed. And there's a ladder that is in fact removable, and I'm not going to remove it. And over here I have C-3PO cooking up some nice grub for the Jabba the Hutt. And we have the little green frog on the floor for, I'm assuming, Jabba the Hutt to eat. And the kitchen also, like, looks amazing. Like, this is some of the best interior on any UCS or Lego set ever. And I just think that this looks amazing. But I just have C-3PO in there. He's cooking something up, and I don't really have any of the food taken off the shelves to give to Jabba because his hands are busy. Busy with that with Princess Leia. I never thought they'd make this minifigure again, but they did, which is very surprising. But it looks like she's wearing swim trunks. Like, I'm not saying I want to see her with more skin, but just a line down the side of her leg would have gone a long way. Anyways, Jabba the Hutt looks really good. I have him on his slab throne thing. And we have the Salacious B. Crumb, which doesn't look as good without the pupils. But he's still like a really good minifigure. Like the mold, and even without the pupils, the yellow eyes do look very menacing, and his nice little beak there. And then we have the one and only Max Rebo playing his piano / organ. I don't really know what it is. And then we have Bib Fortuna, which, as you can see, he's standing on something, because that is actually the only way you can get a minifigure to peer out of the windows, which I think is kind of dumb, because I feel like you should have them like sit up like right in the middle of there, like Princess Leia sitting up there would have looked a lot better because she would still like be by Jabba, so it would be accurate to the movie. But I guess it doesn't really matter because it doesn't take away from the design at all, and you can still have a head poking out just like that. This is replicated on both sides, but both sides have this fin right here that can like spin and go into the sail barge and come out to look like you're kind of steering it, so that's kind of cool. It does use a sticker element, but it doesn't actually look that bad, so I think it's fine. This is what the back of the sail barge looks like, and here's the exhaust, I assume. So Jabba's is definitely putting a hole through the ozone layer in the Tatooine, so. And this is the very nicely done front of the ship with some very nice curvature, and looking at it from the front looks very, very cool and stylish. I'm not using it, but here's the most useless part of this set, and that is the display stand, because it's very easy to just put all your minifigures in there, so this kind of becomes useless. But anyway, there's the plaque. This is where Jabba goes, because you can tell by the little green stud. And all the way over here, you have a little peg for Shalace's Beak Crumb to fit on. So anyway, that's my setup for the Jabba sail barge. It's centered right in the middle of my Lego room, and I love just walking in here and being able to see the sail barge front and center whenever I walk in, minus that being there. But anyways, it's still a great centerpiece for my Lego collection, and it's an expensive set, like way too expensive, but it is one of the best sets that I've ever gotten the privilege to own and or see. And I thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.